Welcome to British Military History. Make sure to subscribe to Quick Timeline. Ending 4. General Sir Charles Douglas, 1914. General Sir Charles Douglas served one of the shortest and most challenging tenures as CIGS, holding the position during the explosive opening months of the First World War. Appointed in April 1914, Douglas oversaw the final stage of the British Army's pre-war readiness and then the crucial deployment of the British Expeditionary Force to France. His role required balancing political expectations with rapidly evolving military realities as Europe plunged into war. Douglas supported the mobilization plans crafted before his tenure, but faced the daunting task of adapting them to the chaotic, fast-moving situation on the Western Front. He worked closely with Field Marshal Sir John French, now BEF commander, though tensions did occasionally arise over strategic decisions. Douglas's influence was often administrative rather than operational, but he remained deeply involved in supplying reinforcements, coordinating logistics, and managing wartime communications between London and the field. The immense strain of the conflict took a heavy toll on Douglas, who died in October 1914, only months into the war. His brief service coincided with one of the most critical moments in British military history, the transition from peace to total war. Although his time in office was short, Douglas's leadership provided continuity during an unprecedented crisis. 5. General Sir James Murray, 1914 to 1918. General Sir James Murray served as CIGS for most of the First World War, playing a crucial yet sometimes overlooked role in directing Britain's global military operations. Appointed after the death of Sir Charles Douglas, Murray inherited a rapidly expanding army, fighting on multiple fronts. His tenure saw the transformation of the British Army from a small professional force into a mass citizen army. Murray's responsibilities included managing manpower allocation, coordinating with the War Cabinet, and reconciling competing demands from commanders in France, the Middle East, Gallipoli, and other theatres. He frequently clashed with senior field commanders, particularly over strategic priorities and the allocation of resources. A central challenge during his tenure was the balance between supporting the Western Front and sustaining imperial commitments elsewhere. Murray supported the principle of concentrating forces in France, but often struggled against political pressure for peripheral operations. By late 1917, disagreements with Prime Minister Lloyd George and military leaders weakened his position, ultimately leading to his replacement in early 1918. Despite these conflicts, Murray helped shape Britain's wartime military administration at the highest level, adapting the army to the demands of industrial-scale conflict. His tenure represents the complex struggle to coordinate a global war effort amid enormous political and strategic pressures. 6. Field Marshal Sir Henry Wilson, 1918 to 1922. Field Marshal Sir Henry Wilson became CIGS during the climactic final year of the First World War and continued through the turbulent 1922 post-war period. A brilliant staff officer and one of the earliest British advocates of close Anglo-French cooperation, Wilson brought strategic clarity and urgency to the role. His tenure saw the successful execution of the Allied 100 Days Offensive, which ended the war in November 1918. After the armistice, Wilson played a major role in demobilizing millions of soldiers while maintaining enough military readiness to stabilize the empire. He also became deeply involved in managing unrest and upheaval across Ireland, India, Egypt, and the broader Middle East. Wilson strongly opposed reductions to the army's budget and manpower, arguing that global commitments required a substantial force. His political assertiveness often put him at odds with the government, though he remained influential in shaping imperial defense policy. A staunch Unionist, Wilson advised on counterinsurgency operations during the Irish War of Independence. After retiring in 1922, he entered politics as an MP, but his prominence made him a target. Later that year, the IRA assassinated him in London, making him one of the few former CIGs to die violently. His career reflected both the achievements and controversies of Britain's wartime and post-war policies. Thanks for exploring British Army Chiefs with us. Subscribe to Quick Timeline for more.